So today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna look back on some of our old YouTube videos from the past year. So 2019 X Youth vlog videos.
Hey Jesse, I switched it up. I wanted you to say the name. Okay, so today's episode 10. So make sure you play.
Trying to find the video that was the beginning of this year. What was the video that started this year off? All right, let's go with episode 11. So the first like 10 or so videos, we were recording them and doing it at middle school, but we didn't put it on YouTube. So we posted all of them on one day. So I'll say like episode 12 or 11. We'll start out at Water Wars, episode 11. So Water Wars was kind of like our like first, it was like our first real big game show video that we've done. Jesse and me got the idea from a Jimmy Fallon video where they were doing the same exact game. And we thought, what if we did that? And we did it, and it went really well. Funny thing is, Jesse filled his cups up with warm water, and I filled my cups up with cold water. And he got pretty upset that I didn't do warm water, but oh well. Face mask fail. The first time it didn't record, like it just glitched out, and the camera just didn't record when we were peeling it off. I don't know if Jesse forgot, but it didn't record again. And so we're like, all right, well, we have the mask off. There goes our content. Okay, this was the one that probably hurt the most. This is when we started getting into our like self-pain. Was the wax on, wax off video, episode 18, where me and Jesse wax a piece of our leg hair off. That one really hurt. And I have a lot of hair on my legs. I'm not gonna show you now, but you can watch episode 18 to see it. I waxed my legs, and since I have so much hair, it hurt a lot. And I had a nice smooth rectangle shape on my leg. And I had that for like months. And then next episode after that, episode 19, Judah gets his ears pierced. We had no idea what we wanted to do for that video. And we went past the Claire's shop in Lancaster. And I told Jesse, I'm like, let's get my ears pierced. And he's like, all right. And that was the video. And I kept the earrings in for a little bit, but then they started getting infected because I wasn't really washing them. And so I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. And I took them out. So they're closed up again. There's episode 20, the one's called Malzojo. That's the episode where I wasn't in it. And it's me and Jesse's least favorite video. We have human car wash. So, the story behind this video was we were sitting at the table trying to come up with an idea for that week's video, and Jesse saw a YouTube video of these guys who went on the hood, up on top of their cars, and went through a car wash. And Jesse looks at me and is like, dude, we should definitely do that. I'm like, dude, you're crazy. We're not gonna get, like, they're not gonna let us do that. And so we go and ask Pastor Kevin, and Pastor Kevin he's like, oh, that'd be so funny, do it. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So we're like, okay, we better go ask Pastor Tim, like ask the head dog, and Pastor Tim said that'd be hilarious. So we did it, and you can go watch it. 1.2 thousand views, and that's when things started really rolling. We made even a trailer for that video. We were really hyped about that. We had a lot of views on that. We risked our jobs, episode 28. We were sitting around with the creative team thinking about what video we should do, and we're like, oh my gosh, all the leadership and all the pastors are in one room and they're doing this meeting. We should stink bomb the room. And it was almost like one of those ideas where you think about it, you're like, oh, that'd be funny, but like I would never do it. Well, we realized there were stink bombs at a store close by, and you could like pop them and they would give you enough time to slide it underneath the door, and then we could hold the door and they'd be locked in. So, and we had a lot more people than just me and Jesse, so if they were gonna fire anybody, they would have to fire all of us. So we did risk our jobs. We didn't ask anybody. The things we do for you guys. We asked Pastor Kevin though. He was in the meeting. He didn't know what was happening, but we just told him just to start recording. So we had a camera on the inside. So that was pretty funny, and I'm glad Pastor Tim liked it, because I was kind of scared. Episode 31, we ripped Jesse's armpit hair off. He was bleeding on that one. That was gross. U-hauling, episode 32, where me and Jesse are traveling on the back of a U-Haul. That was good. We celebrated 1 year, episode 39, which was crazy. We really appreciate you guys. We really love every single person that follows us and subscribes. We really appreciate the love. And then we have just our most recent videos, a lot of holiday stuff, a lot of us just going around the church, just hanging out and just having funny moments with each other. What would my favorite video be is episode 3, the walking building. Because that's the episode where I called Pastor Zach a walking building. Because have you seen him? He's huge. He could snap me like a twig. Our most viewed video is when we shaved my head, when we got up to 300 subscribers, which was huge, which is so awesome. But I told everyone if we get to 300, I'll shave my head, and we were at like 230, and it shot up so quickly. You guys really wanted to see me take all my hair off. We got 3,000 views on that video. That's crazy. That's really crazy. Come a long way, guys. It's been a good year. 2019 was awesome. We've done a lot of crazy stuff. We've had a lot of fun at middle school. We've had culture nights. We started doing culture nights in 2019, and they've probably been the most fun things that we do all year. We went to Passion Camp last year for the first time. We've been doing a lot as a ministry, and I'm really excited for where we're going to be going and how much you guys are going to be growing. Sometimes with the new year and New Year resolutions, I think we can almost get this New Year resolution anxiety. Sometimes we get anxiety where we look around and everyone is like, all right, I'm gonna hit the gym every single day, or I'm gonna stop eating junk food, or I'm gonna have healthy relationships in my life now, or I'm gonna get good grades. We all have these resolutions, but we can get anxiety when maybe we feel like we have to make something. We have to have a resolution for this new year, or we're not really accomplishing anything. Or you might have a resolution and you might fail in 2 weeks or a month, and you're like, man, I'm not disciplined, I'm not good, like I'm not growing, I'm not making myself better. We get this performance anxiety. So there's a story in the Gospel of Luke in the Bible, and it talks about these two women. So Jesus is in their house, and one of the women is in the kitchen getting everything ready. Jesus's disciples are in there, so there's company. And so one of the women is in the kitchen making things clean and ready and all this stuff, but the other woman is at Jesus's feet. And she's sitting there and just worshiping him, listening to him, spending time with him. So the woman from the kitchen comes out and scolds her, pretty much saying like, hey, what are you doing? You're doing nothing. You're just sitting here next to Jesus. We need to clean up. We need to do this. But then Jesus corrects the woman from the kitchen. Jesus says, my dear Martha, which is the woman from the kitchen, you are worried and upset over all these details. There's only one thing worth being concerned about. Mary, the woman at Jesus' feet, has discovered it, and it will not be taken away from her. So Jesus made a lesson out of this. I'm not saying that you shouldn't you shouldn't be a good host, and you shouldn't clean, and you shouldn't be doing what your parents told you to do. It doesn't mean you can't. You have a get out of jail free card for your chores because you're reading your Bible and you're praying. Jesus is saying that, hey, we get caught up in life. There's so much that's going on. We have school, sports, future plans, friends, drama, relationships that we need to catch up on, responsibilities. There's so many details that are going on. And if we're worrying about it, we're gonna miss out on the thing that matters most, which is Jesus. Don't worry about what you're gonna be doing in 2020. Don't worry about all the resolutions that you're doing or you're not doing. It's great to do them. It's great to create those disciplines. But if they're causing you anxiety, then I think you're focused on the wrong thing. How about for 2020, maybe you focus on Jesus. Maybe you focus on reading his Bible. Maybe you focus on praying with him, having a relationship with him, just talking to him. Maybe you've used the excuse of saying, I'll focus on my relationship with God when I'm older. When I become an adult, I'll focus on my relationship. And you can start that now. Not saying you have to read your Bible every single day. Not saying you have to pray every single day. But what I am saying is that start that relationship with Jesus. Talk to him. Spend time with him. Because that's the thing that won't be taken away. Happy 2020. It's the new year. So we'll see you guys next week. And I can't wait to see what God is going to do.